Hey folks, how you doing? So I want to show you a last one from this batch that I had cut, a large flipper, number 5. I think it's actually number 4 blade, but this one is a bad. I jinxed it yesterday, or when it was 2 days ago, when I said that these are smooth. So I did a pretty big mistake when I was fitting the lock in. I ground off too much and lock pretty much just went all the way. And it engaged good, but it was already a point where there was just that super small microscopic play. It was barely noticeable, but I know that all it would take is just wearing the titanium just slightly bit, and it would be more noticeable. And even though the full lockup wouldn't bother me, that blade play up and down, it would bother me. I couldn't leave it. So it was a good opportunity for me to try the next step in the folding frame locks, and that was the steel insert. And it was a big challenge. I've never did it. I knew the theory how to do it, but to actually do it, it was tricky. It took me a good couple of tries, and but in the end it was a good save. The knife is working fine. A couple little tweaks I still have to do. I have to take it apart tomorrow, loosen up the spring a little bit, just bend it back, because right now it's bent a lot. I always try to bend it a lot. That creates that really good detent that is kind of important on the flippers, but it's just too much. It's hard to remove, or disengage the lock. It's a little too hard. It creates a super secure lockup, especially with that steel, and it has like really nice. You see that engagement there is just beautiful, good angles, just rock solid, but it's just little hard on your fingers. So I want to just let it go back a little bit, but it's working out good. I have a kind of new pattern on the handle. It's just a little spin on the rock pattern, kind of same idea, but a little less of a randomness, and the cross grooves. And after that I just put it flat against the fine belt, just sand off the orange peel from the flats and put the secondary color on it, so you have the grooves are kind of bluish, and the top is that it's the 16.6 volt. It's that kind of goldish bronzish color, which I like, and I do like the combination of blue and goldish. You have a pretty nice flat grind on it that comes to really nice and fine edge here. Again, that stronger reinforced tip, just small little swedge. There's actually one more thing. I saw some different glare in one spot here on there. You see it? It's just microscopic little different thing. I have to clean it up again a little bit. Probably when I did the swedge initially, this is just leftover of the different grit. You see that there, that little shiny spot. I have to clean that up. Did a little, just the design wise, there's no function whatsoever on this side. It's just the design on the front of the flipper. That's not the portion where you put your fingers here. Another thing is I still have to chamfer the flipper tomorrow when I have it apart. Just chamfer the corners. I don't want no jimping here or anything. There is no need for it. So just a nice chamfer on the corners. Flips nicely smooth. It's not as great flipper as the other ones. It just doesn't have that snappiness to it on the beginning. I think it's the detent, because I did mess up one thing. Obviously, I had the problems with the detent now, because when I did it first time there was a detent. I did the detent. Detent is one of the first things I do, and then when I had to redo the lock, the insert. I messed up again with the detent. No, actually I didn't mess up, but the bit broke. The carbide bit I was drilling broke in where I wanted to do the detent originally. So it broke on me inside. That's why there's a second hole. It doesn't even go through, but it broke on me, and I just couldn't drill it because the leftover of the carbide bit is inside. And when I tried to just finish the hole, I broke the second bit as well, because there was a little tiny bit of carbide inside. So that sucks. So I had to use third bit to just do the whole new hole next to it. So that's just the cosmetics. And because of that original detent hose, there's the secondary detent right here. It kind of just stops and then closes into the right detent. That's the detent that was there from the original lug when it was still titanium. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I do know that Jeff Thumbs wants one of these, so I'll ask him if he wants this one. It's not perfect, and I don't know. I'll see. It's perfectly working, but it's not as perfect as the other ones were. And it is the last one, and I do know that he really wants one, so I'll see. Maybe if he gives me like $1,000. Oh, it's Tafton, so he's famous. Probably $2,000. I'm just kidding. I do like it. I do love the pattern. I think it came up pretty nice. The grind on it is nice and uniform. Like the sides are same. The logo is just in the right place. Came up pretty cool. I thought it's gonna be scrap. When that happened, when I saw that lock, I really didn't think that I'm gonna pull the lug insert off. And especially when I tried the first and second and it didn't work out, I couldn't get it, you know, just right. I couldn't even put it together. Like, that's how hard it was for me the first couple tries. I thought for sure that it's gonna be bad, and it was a really frustrating day. But then on the end, pulled through, and it's pretty cool. I just like heat treated it, kinda, you know, just heated it up and then cooled down real quick, but on the air, not the water quench. It's an ABL insert. It looks like it's holding out good. It looks like it's not too soft and not too. Doesn't feel like it's too hard. Like it would be. It shouldn't be fragile. So we'll see. No stickiness at all, even with the really strong lug, and it really jams that lug into the place. Doesn't stick, obviously, you know, it's steel on steel, so it's not gonna stick. But it's also because of the way I nailed the lock angles just right, rock solid, you know, it's not going anywhere, so that's pretty good. Like I said, just a couple little things to clean up and loosen up the lock tomorrow, and I'll see. I'll ask Jeff if he wants this one. If not, I'll put it on the gearbox and maybe for a little better deal. I'll see. So another thing, you know how they say, you know, if you never mess up something, you never did anything right, and only by 4 mistakes and all these things you learn new things, really. So it was a pretty solid learning curve today. It wasn't fun. Now I'm laughing at it, but it wasn't fun. It was a really frustrating day. But you know what they say, what's that other saying, you know, the good start is nice, but the good end is even better. So it's one of those. It wasn't the best start, but the end was good, and it's worth it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it, the new pattern and everything. I'm sure Elliot will be proud of me with the steel insert. It's a good thing. It's really hard. I don't really believe that it's worth it. But you know, if you do have it down, if you have the technique and you know how to do it, and you have it, yeah, definitely. It makes the knife better, just like the bearings. You know, bearings makes knife better. It's a little more complicated to prep everything and do, but it does make the knife better. You know, it's that new thing, the new addition of the evolution of a knife, let's say, just like a log bar stabilizer. That might be actually the next thing I will be looking for. I'm not too eager to do it because my log bar stabilizer are my pocket clips, really, in a sense that it kind of helps it. You're not really able to bend it to, you know, overbend it, and I do make the log bars pretty stiff, so can't really overbend it. Another thing also, new experiment doing I was talking to one of the people that got my frame lock, and I had some issues, and I gave this a try, the kind of like a triple groove like you see on the Spyderco Saturn. Don't see really any difference, you know. I think it behaves the same way, and it's hard to say, you know. I would have to make 2 exact ones to compare the whole action and the detent and everything, but I think it doesn't really make a difference if it's this way or the other way, how I did it before, you know, like a 2-inch. This is like 3 half-inch diameters next to each other. Before I used to do 2-inch diameter, one larger one. So, you know, in the end of the day, it really is just the amount of titanium in certain area and the length of the log bar would really plays role of the springiness of the whole thing and the whole action. So guys, Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.